Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, I hope that you're having the best weekend and it's not raining where you are. But if it is, well, just make the best of it. Anyways, guys, we're not back to talk about that. We're back to talk about Brandi Glanville because she is sharing an update with a few people who you might know, plus talking about an encounter that happened before the spat that cost people their jobs and how that's affected everybody. So we're going to get into it because there's a lot of drama surrounding Brandi Glanville right now. This whole thing for Ultimate Girls Trip Season 4 has cost her a lot, and we have a lot to discuss. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so I find this to be really interesting. Brandi Glanville is offering an update on her relationships with Sheena Shea and Vicky Gunvalson on her, podcast episode that she did with Teresa Giudice. Now, this podcast episode started a lot of crap because of this podcast episode, Tamra Judge and Teresa Giudice have been going back and forth. And that's when Tamara was like, not today, jailbird, not today. Which I'm wondering, honestly, if they put on 2 T's in a pod on their Instagram. I'm sure that they probably did because I feel like 2 T's in a pod never misses a chance to put anything on Instagram. I'm going to see what. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Hold on. Of course. I knew it would be. Just to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about.
Just not in the mood. I usually ignore, but now, no. So I thought, not today, forehead. Not today, ding dong. Not today, jailbird. I'm not having it. So let me break it down for you, Teresa. I know it's hard for you to understand. I'm going to try to dumb it down for you as much as I can. But we are strictly a housewife podcast. We work for iHeart. They do not work for us. This is a job.
Really
iHeart booked Caroline. We were happy to have her. She is a housewife.
She opened up.
She opened up.
Good interview.
She was a good interview. She talked about her cooking show and her time on Housewives. Brandi is my friend. She's a dear friend of mine. She had no problem with it. Yesterday, I was just...
Okay. So that would be what I was referring to. But anyways, let's get back to it. That was the podcast episode. While addressing the upcoming 4th season of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip and the spat that she had with Caroline Manzo before their allegedly inappropriate encounter, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum spoke of her former castmates and explained her Instagram hint at a return. You don't know until you know. There's always the talk. There's always talk every season, Brandi said of a potential return to Beverly Hills on the April 19th episode of Namaste Bitches. They reach out to you and see what you have going on because that's really important for storyline, and then you just wait. Or if you're Brandi, you mess with your social media followers. As fans may recall, Brandi shared a photo of herself holding a diamond at the end of last year, which convinced many that she'd be back for season 13. However, as she's since explained, the post was baseless, which is actually really annoying. And I like Brandi, but it really is annoying. But also, I'm sure people are annoying her all the time, asking, are you coming back? Are you not? Are you coming back? And I'm sure it's also out of good fun. It's like, oh, best Christmas present ever. However, it's not really that big of a deal at the end of the day, because now just next time you post, nobody's going to believe you. And I don't mean that to be mean or negative. It's just now that you admitted that you were playing with the minds of the viewers and the fans because, it's a hype moment and everyone's talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now you're playing with them. You're alluding to something knowing it's not true. Yeah, of course, now if you post things in the future, people are going to think that it's an absolute joke. It's like when Andy Cohen is like, this is the best season ever. Now he always has to mention, even at the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion, he has to go, I know you guys always say, I always say that, but this time it really is. See, because people don't believe it. That's all. As fans may recall, Brandi shared this photo, right? And she said, I have such a big mouth. I'll be the last person to know. So I just did the diamond thing because I was getting annoyed with it all. I just decided to do that, and everybody's like, wait, what? And then everyone got mad at me. Although Brandi has been rumored to be returning on and off for years, she is currently entangled in a scandal after supposedly touching Caroline inappropriately while filming Ultimate Girls Trip Season 4. In fact, after allegedly traumatizing the former New Jersey housewife, she apparently lost jobs. I had a show starting right when I got back, and they were like, we just want the bad press to die down, but it's not dying down. Then some of my social media stuff kind of canceled because there's like headlines that are not good. And so people read those headlines and they just assume everything's right. Yeah, like posting a diamond saying best present ever. Just saying. Okay. As for what really occurred between her and Caroline, fans will have to wait for the premiere, which Brandi thinks is in September. But for now, Brandi has shared what led up to the fateful night. Prior to this event, I had an argument with her. She brought up my kids. Like, you can't bring up my kids. She said, like, I don't want to get into specifics, but how would they feel seeing me like this if they were here? And I think that people know my trigger is my kids. I flip a switch and I want to kill everybody that's saying anything. And I did with my words. I let her really have it. So yeah, she was pretty upset with me going into the belly dancing. I mean, to be fair, we don't need Mother Caroline to tell Brandi, don't you get nervous? Or how do you feel like how do your kids feel about seeing you like this on TV? Her kids have seen her like this on TV since they were like teeny tiny children. This is the only way that they've seen her on TV, is having a good time, being authentically herself, doing whatever she does, pouring drinks on people, kissing people, lap dances. Like, she does it all. She's just herself. She's a free spirit. So I don't know. It's like watching Ultimate Girls Trip Season 3 right now, when the ladies from Miami were talking about Whitney doing the pole dancing and stuff. She likes to do the pole dancing. Oh, what would her kids think? I'm worried about her kids. It's like, well, that's her. And I'm sure her kids already know that. They have a pole in their basement. What's the question again? Let's keep going. So, when Brandi was then asked if she felt Caroline had retaliated with her claims against Brandi, Brandi said that's how a lot of the other girls feel. Moving on to a game in which she was asked to name the first word that came to mind for each Real Housewife star, Brandi said Kyle Richards was rich, Yolanda Hadid was gorgeous, Lisa Rinna was gangster, Tamra Judge was sexy, Teddy Mellencamp was strategic, and Phaedra Parks was the love of her life. She also threw some shade, saying that Denise Richards, who she claimed to have hooked up with years ago, was a liar, and that Lisa Vanderpump is strategic and a villain. She's one of the villains of my life. I will make up with a lot of people, but I can't with her because too much went down. It cost me my life savings to do all of these things to deal with that situation. But at the end of the day, if I saw her on the side of the road and she had a flat tire, I would probably still stop and like call AAA, but not talk to her. She wouldn't know it was me. Brandi also commented on her relationship with Vicky, describing the Real Housewives of Orange County star as a boss. I didn't like her in the beginning, and now we're like friends. She got a really good lap dance from me in Morocco. As for her status with the Vanderpump Rules cast member who was caught having an affair with her now ex-husband, Eddie, Brandi said that she and Sheena are good now. We actually are friends, which, thank God, because that was forever ago. No point of holding on to that ish. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are about all of this, so go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think, and before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're feeling like a horrible human, don't forget to hit your notification bells for future stuff. Get subscribed. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Happy Saturday. Love you.